160 kilometers north. They are located in the western equatorial coast of Central Africa. So, Santo Amaro, it's located on the northeastern coast of São Tomé Island, and the island itself is known for its lush landscape, rainforest, and volcanic terrain. The economy, like much São Tomé and Príncipe, the economy is likely to be influenced by the agriculture. Cocoa is a significant agricultural product in the region. The capital of the country is São Tomé, which is in Portuguese, in English could be Saint Thomas. Natural beauty given to the islands generally tropical and scenic. Santo Amaro may offer beautiful natural landscape. Chocolate heritage. São Tomé and Príncipe are known for their high quality cocoa beans. In fact, the islands were once among the world's largest producer of cocoa. The chocolate produced from São Tomé cocoa is considered as the finest in the world. São Tomé is home to an impressive volcanic plug called Pico São Grande. This needle-shaped peak rises dramatically from the surrounding terrain, and it's a popular attraction. So, Pico São Grande. It's in Portuguese. The Dio Forest, the Obo National Park, particularly the Dio Forest, it's a UNESCO Biosphere. This rainforest is known for its biodiversity and some unique birds and animals live in it. São Tomé and Príncipe gained independence from Portugal on 12 July 1975. So independent. 12 July 1975. Traditional dugout canoes, known locally as Piru, are commonly used for fishing and transportation. These canoes are often handcrafted from large tree trunks. São Tomé and Príncipe are at the Greenwich Mean Time GMT zone, making them one of the few countries where the local time is the same as the prime meridian. The beaches of São Tomé and Príncipe are important nesting site for sea turtles. is known for habitats for various turtle species. Well, another fact is the palm wine. Palm wine. Well, locally produced palm wine known as sundu. Palm wine. Known as sundu. It's a traditional beverage in São Tomé and Príncipe. It's taped from palm trees and it's part of local social gatherings and celebrations. Another fact is that São Tomé and Príncipe is the second smallest and second least populous African sovereign state after Seychelles. The islands were uninhabited until 1470, when the Portuguese explorer SAO and Southern Pedro Escobar discovered and settled the island. After that, the São Tomé became and served as a vital commercial and trade center for the Atlantic slave trade. At that point, São Tomé and Príncipe was ideal for sugar cultivation. Sugar cultivation, followed later by cash crops and such as coffee and cocoa. The people of São Tomé and Príncipe are predominantly African and Mestizo descent, with most practicing Christianity. The greatest slave revolt occurred in 1595, when the government was weakened by disputes between the bishop and the governor. A native slave named Amador recruited 5,000 slaves to raid and destroy the plantations of sugar mills and settler houses. Amador's rebellion. Amador's rebellion made 3 raids on the town and destroyed 60% of the island's sugar mills. The outcome is that they were defeated by the militias after 3 weeks. 200 slaves were killed in combat, and Amador and other rebels leaders were executed. After that, the slaves were granted amnesty and returned to the plantation. The large enslaved population also proved to be difficult to control. With Portugal unable to invest many resources in the country, sugar cultivation thus declined over the next 100 years. And after São Tomé became primarily a trade transit point for slave ships between South America and Africa. In the 19th century, 2 new cash crops, coffee and cocoa, were introduced. Coffee and cocoa were introduced. The rich volcanic soil proved well suited for the new crops, and soon extensive plantation known as hosas Rosas system. It's written like that. Rosas. In Portuguese, Rosa systems, which gave the plantation managers of high degree authority led to abuses against the African farm workers. Let's talk about the independence. São Tomé and Príncipe achieved independence in 1975, choosing as the first president the Secretary General Manuel Pinto da Costa. In 1990s, São Tomé became the first African countries to undergo democratic reform. The economy in the present day. The main crop in São Tomé is cocoa, representing 95% of the agricultural exports. So cocoa is 95 of the exports. Other export crops including copra, palm kernels and coffee. What a particular interesting highlight is that domestic food crop production is inadequate to meet local consumption. So the country imports most of its food. Beside the agriculture, another economic branch that is very important is the fishing and small industry sector. I mentioned before that the São Tomé is the capital. Let's talk about a little bit, shall we? Well, the city has a blend of architectural style influenced by the Portuguese colonial history. There are buildings dating back to the Portuguese colonial era, reflecting the mix of Portuguese architecture and landscape. Cathedral de São Tomé, one of the prominent landmarks. In the city is the Cathedral of São Tomé. It is colonial era cathedral with historical significance. Now let's talk